Hey guys, Vitek here, Blueberry Hill. So here we are. It's June 27th, 28th. So I decided to do a few more videos of us doing the pillars. It's been a couple of weeks of doing these posts, so it's rinse and repeat. So I didn't want to bore you guys, but it's basically just pouring concrete and sonotubes. There's probably around 50 of them. I didn't count because after a while it doesn't really matter. We just kept pouring them. So we had holes, we put sonotube in them, and we poured concrete. There's roughly around 50. I'll probably count it up and let you all know. But anyway, 7 pallets of concrete, maximizer, 5500 psi, and Angie and myself were basically the only crew doing this stuff. So we just carried on and did it. So see us doing all the work here. So I'm pretty much the muscle of the operation. I'm lifting the 80-pound bags, and Angie's doing all the mixing. It was great help because she did all the cleanup stuff, mixed all the concrete, and I just shoved it into the tractor bucket. This part of the video you see me doing a manual mix. That's when we were really close to finishing up a sonotube, where we don't want to do a double bag pour. Anyway, couple times we were right on, dead on. This was pretty amazing. Other times we were, half a bag short or whatever. But for the most part, everything went really smooth. It's just, a lot of work, but no big deal. So we kind of carrying on the operation here. So I kept getting, I think we went through 7 pallets of concrete. There's 35 bags per pallet, and by the time this is all said and done, at the end of this video, we have about 5 spare bags. So that's pretty good. The maximizer stuff's, it's about $8 a bag, and then we went through, shoot, I don't even know how many sonotubes. But McCoy's was our go-to place. It actually worked out really well. They did really good by us. They helped us out. I left some of the sonotubes out when it rained a few days ago, and they actually comped us for that. They didn't have to do that, but they did. It was pretty awesome. So we had all the sonotubes we needed to get the job done. It was cool. So you see me doing a vacuuming the holes. We kind of did this with all the holes. I'm not sure I showed this in the other videos, but anytime you do the hole, a little dirt falls in and stuff, and I like putting concrete on top of rocks. So we stopped kind of digging holes once we hit rock. Some of the shorter holes we put a lot of rebar in, drilled holes, put rebar into them, and then poured concrete into it. Here you see the kind of setup that I was doing pretty much for all the sonotubes. It's kind of like a little square thing. You put supports on it, and there's the rebars, and you level it all out. It was kind of straightforward. Basically you just hang the sonotube down so you can align it properly, and everything went pretty well. Again, we did 2 to 3 a day, so it wasn't a big deal. Just rinse and repeat. Doing the sonotubes was pretty straightforward. Basically, when I do a little vacuuming, I like to put, again, the concrete on the clean rock. There's rebar underneath there and everything, so you don't want loose dirt when you're pouring concrete into the holes anyway. But here you see me doing, some of the holes were perfectly dead on, so I just made the sonotube to the height that I needed. Put the sonotube in there, level it out, secure it, put rocks in there, and then shovel dirt to make sure it's level. We double check the level every time we're doing stuff. And then you basically make it stand straight up. It's strong enough to not have any supports on it. We did that several times. The ones on the back side of the house, which are about 8 feet off the ground, they have very large pads under the ground. Roughly, well, they're 18-inch holes, but we actually made them a little bigger. And there's quite a few bags of concrete in that to make the pad. That's only because we couldn't drill any further with the auger, so it had a larger surface area. And with those, we put a bunch of rebar in there and made it all work. Anyway, here see Angie helped me out. There's whiskey trying to help, not really. But anyway, rinse and repeat. It was fun. So when we do the ones in the back, you have a large pad, so basically we just spoon the roughly 2 to 3, 4 bags of concrete at the bottom. There's no point in going through the top yet. Then we start mixing and pouring it through the top, pounding it down, and then we put usually every one of these posts has 4 rebars in them. We bend the kind of like L-shaped pieces, and we shove them in there. I'm not sure you see that in the video, but anyway. So here's me just just shoveling concrete in there. The ones on the back side were roughly 10 baggers to 12, 13 baggers. And that's the Maximizer stuff has higher volume compared to regular concrete. But we did the Maximizer because it has a 500 psi strength. But anyway, it might be overkill, but it felt better doing it than using high strength concrete only. So I keep talking about the Bobcat in prior videos being a workhorse, but the tractor was fundamental in letting me pour concrete. So the only bad part is the tractor got splashed with a lot of concrete, so I have to do a detail effort on it in a little bit after we get done. The next day, this is June 27th, so you'll see me in a little bit doing, actually this is June 28th, this is the last 3 posts that we got to do. So very, very happy about that because it was a lot of work. It took us roughly 2.5 weeks. Some weather delays, but not too much, and just a lot of bags of concrete. So FYI, my dog does not have 8 legs. The tractor doesn't have 8 wheels. The GoPro is doing some weird stuff. I updated the GoPro to the latest software. It still seems to do some weird cropping at the bottom of the video. This is all with time lapse. If I do normal video and then speed it up, it seems to be super clear. But the time lapse is pretty effective, so I've been using that a lot. Anyway, I hope this doesn't distract from the videos, but it's kind of a pain to watch that. Because the bottom of the videos is almost like double buffered or something. I don't know what they're doing. But anyway, you get the idea. You see me shoveling concrete. The dogs are hanging out, and Angie's doing all the concrete mixing and stuff like that. So everything's good. So here's a closer look at what kind of each hole had to go through. You just clean it out, then you vacuum it out, fit a sonotube in there. A lot of the holes were larger than this, and we put rebar into them. This particular one did not require rebar. It's hitting rock, and it's about 2 feet down, so not a big deal. Once you vacuum it, keep it nice and clean, throw the sonotube in there, bury the sonotube, and pour concrete. So yay, the last pillar of the containers. This hole, as Murphy's Law goes, took me the longest because I had to manually break through some rock that was at the surface. It wasn't very substantial rock, and by the time it's all said and done, it's 2 feet lower or 1.5 feet, whatever, till I hit more rock, and then I stopped. But that was all manual labor. The cool part is you basically put the sonotube in. I use a laser level. You can kind of see the triangulated thing on the right side of the sonotube on top of the garage foundation there. Anyway, lasered everything, make sure you got the right height, cut some rebar, started mixing concrete, and this is the last sonotube to be done. Yay! Here's the process. I mean, basically we did this for the entire build, but 2 bags of concrete in the mixer, water, blah blah blah. Once you pour it out, you spray down the mixer so it doesn't get hard in there. Get ready for the next pour, and then this particular one I put in the wheelbarrow, and I'm shoveling it in by hand, of course, into the sonotube. Roughly a 6 bagger, I think, on this one. And this was the last, and very happy to say, last pillar. here's a quick bit of basically all the posts that are up there, and we'll end it with Whiskey standing on the garage floor looking at me all happy and everything. There's a process of madness. All these splinters mean something. There'll be a container on every one of them, trust me. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.